What's up, guys? Silent Castle, and I'm here with my YouTube friend
XOYNI.
So today we are going to be doing a rant. About
this is off the spot too. He just turns the camera on and says, "I've got a surprise for you. Here, we're jumping in on this."
So we are
there
ranting about leakers
that
leak almost everything that want to ruin it for everybody. So, you leakers out there, you need to stop with the guessing of the Pokemon that
good old HDV, his last video.
Literally, you guys they haven't released the types yet. They only released the starters.
You're talking about the new Pokemon game coming out.
Scarlet and Violet.
Okay, people don't know what you're talking about until you mention that.
And so it's kind of self-explanatory, though. It's not really leaked, but if I would have to take a guess, I mean, the cat's definitely a grass type. I mean, I don't know what else it would be, but
they're grass, fire, and water, obviously.
Yes.
They're green, red, and blue.
Yes. And people already starting to
speculate
about their forms and the third evolution already. They already got that up.
I remember back in the day it wasn't like that. And I don't remember any of that stuff at all. Because it's the internet age. It's that nonsense.
We have people that want to be surprised that when we get into the game, we don't want to be leaked.
I mean, that's kind of on us, but they shouldn't be leaking crap.
And then,
we need to see something.
Guys, with the Pokemon Presents, I mean, they showed only the starters. They didn't show, yes, they showed some of the map, and they showed some of the characters, which kind of look like Pokemon Snap characters. I mean, it's kind of like Arceus and Sword and Shield mixed.
That's exactly what I expected.
And I don't think it's going to be the Arceus route where you have to craft everything. I think they're going back to gym battles probably.
Or mix.
Maybe.
Crafting thing has nothing to do with the game from Arceus that I understand. It's just because the point of the game is to battle the wild Pokemon crap.
Yes, but
that's the idea.
But
everybody has one. Some nicer than others.
We have,
like yourself.
I mean, we have probably until the end of November, which I would probably say that's probably when it would come out, by late November.
Well, it's going to be no later than December, obviously.
Yeah.
It said late 2022.
And then watch them again doing another Pokemon Presents. And
it's going to be constant. People are going to make these speculations.
Everybody thinks that, there's a Nintendo Direct. There's probably going to be Pokemon news on that.
Oh, yeah, they always do that. And they're like, we didn't get any Pokemon news.
I'm
so upset.
Guys, grow up. They're releasing new games, but they're not going to show, news about the Pokemon game. They don't do that. Only in Pokemon Presents, which is only twice. One during the middle of the year, or the first of the year, and then right down the line around August, I should probably say. Because they did two of them that I remember. They did one, and I don't remember when the last one was, but I know they did one in August. And that was when that's when they revealed the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but they didn't show, but they showed the starters, they showed basically a GIF of it.
It all works in the whole idea of everybody with their clickbaity YouTube thumbnails and all that, and reaction video crap and all that nonsense. So that's why I don't get into that stuff. And then every time I hear about it, it's just like, okay, I don't know what you want me to say, because it's the same thing every time, and nothing really ever relevant comes from these type of things. Personally, I think you have to be kind of that kind of a little weird to be into all that kind of stuff, knowing everybody's opinion on everything with a game or whatever. Like, it's not even relevant information. Go learn something, go do something.
Like, probably the very first leak I ever saw was on Arceus, was when...
I sent you a bunch of stuff.
I know. I barely even looked at it, though.
Well, half of the stuff from Brilliant and Shining was fake. It was fake or whatever anyway.
Yeah. Like Shaman and
there was like a distortion
Darkrai.
world, and there was like all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah, someone like going down
I don't know how they did that, though. That was pretty...
It was, yeah.
It was pretty,
And then they did a video. Whoever did that video of Mega Infernape, and I mean, don't get me wrong, that video was cool.
Oh, yeah, because people don't title their videos again. So this is just rant here and a lot of mini rants. Several mini rants.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to happen anytime soon, but if it does, I mean, we'll be waiting. But
or a form.
Yeah, like...
Like they did on Legends, because that was a whole new thing, and they...
Yeah.
3 starters. And of course, we had some scrub. I don't know if it was... I think it was Mr. Umbreon. One of my other guys I like to talk rants about. I think he posted, you know, when you scroll through YouTube on the app like that, and it said, like, the 3 that you wanted and whatnot.
Yeah.
And if you do the math, what is there, like... There's going to be 27 starters now with Generation 9. 3 per. So, you want to know the amount of each possibility? So, I think you would take 8. I think it's like 8 times 8 or something like that. So, like 200 different possibilities or whatever. And he's like, here's 5.
Now, my guess on the fire, I guess that we got...
It's great how you, like, talk with your hands. And
I'm probably going to guess fire and ground. Because...
Then it's 4 times weak to water.
Well, there's never been a fire and ground starter.
Okay.
Or fire rock.
Okay.
I'm not talking about, like... I know it's 4 times super effective to...
That's how my mind works. I just say... You know, ideas. Because Swamperd's 4 times weak to grass.
Well, yeah. But his Mega Form. Then you got flying to deal with. Because he's a fighting instead of a ground.
I don't think so.
Or he learns fighting type moves.
Yeah, he always has learned fighting type moves. This is 2003 information.
And then Sceptile's a...
19 years ago.
Grass and Dragon.
Or I shouldn't say that because I don't think he inherently learns the fighting moves until...
you teach it to him.
Yeah, back in those days. But I'm saying like on the remakes, I think he gets Hammer Arm and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know about if they update that for Platinum, like Generation 4, Generation 5. But I know it's at least in Generation 6. But I get what you're saying.
Now...
Which Grass and Dragon is 4 times a week to ice.
Yes. But then again, we have... If you guys haven't seen my A-Drive rant, go ahead in my channel and check that out. You guys are going to...
We've been taking a break from rants lately. You know, sometimes I get in the mood that I feel like we should do some rants every now and then.
Because...
The time comes.
Everybody knows that A-Drive doesn't... He's a fake. He's a lunatic and just wants to take your money. It's just what he is. He don't work.
That's basically a YouTuber.
And basically...
I'd never even heard of the guy until you were telling me about this shiny crap. And then as soon as you like sent it to me and he's got these awful clickbaity titles and the clickbaity reaction type pictures.
Like, there's no way he got
like,
that
I'm
many
not into
shinies in, like...
All I know is HDV. All I ever see from him, I guarantee if I look in my feed right now, he's done shiny hunting. Like, that's all he does.
Well, that's what he did when Brilliant and Shiny came out.
Yeah, there's no game...
He did, like, a live stream.
Yeah, there's, like, no game footage that I see. There's no explaining anything going on, how
like
to find
chain
anything.
or
Anything. I'm not just shiny stuff. I mean, in general, with the game, with anything with stats, with
that's what's
just
lacking.
whatever.
Like, there's not like locations on which Pokemon's where. Because some of the
I'm
video,
sure there's someone out there that's done it.
because someone's got to have like a playlist. Like,
I got 200 videos on Arceus already.
I'm sure you do. I got a bunch on Diamond.
Well, that Arceus thing, when that Arceus game came out, that was the most insane thing I'd ever seen with the amount of videos. About those 200, most of those 200 came out in a day.
Yes.
And it was
Well, they were
ridiculous.
already leaked before that.
Oh, I know. Certain other countries get them.
Like, they were leaking the
Depends
evolutions and...
It depends on the time zones and whatnot. But yeah, actually a lot did get quote unquote leaked. That's what you would call a leak. Remember when we were speculating if any of that was real?
Yes.
It turned out to be real. And of course everyone was freaking out. I would call that a leak. The other stuff of just like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a difference, but either way.
Then we have... I mean, what I saw is that someone thinks that cat's a grass and fairy, which, I mean,
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be.
I don't have a problem with it.
I mean,
It's actually not terrible typing.
be a little bit weak to fire, but
Grass has like 5 inherent weaknesses.
yeah, but it's fairy.
The only good thing you can really mix with it is steel because it resists everything.
Yeah.
It resists almost a lot of, like 9 types or something.
Then you have...
Okay, so grass and fairy, maybe. I don't want to go for like a normal type. I don't really see that as a point. And I don't really want to use a type that we've already used, like grass and poison. I don't want to see that.
Like, I can probably see the duck-looking one. Probably that's going to be water and flying.
I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, it's
a duck.
Yeah, it's like a ducklet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
And
Or
then...
they could make it part ice.
Yeah, water and ice.
Maybe it may get really off and then make it like ground. I don't think it's going to happen.
Ground, water, and ground, freaking duck.
It's a duck. Did you want a turtle? I don't know. They already have a turtle. They have a mudfish thing. I don't know. They already have ducks.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's right. They do have a turtle.
What, you want it to be oil spill type? I don't know what you want. Call it BP?
They
Get
have that-
shot down the road?
Freaking turtle, whatever that dude's name is.
I actually found my way around here because I saw that BP.
But, anywho, we have, what? How many months till Scarlet and Violet?
8 to 9.
So, in that time frame, people are going to get digging deep to this shit, so I highly...
Speculate constantly.
So, I highly
Which
recommend
is
you
called
guys...
clickbait.
Yes, they Photoshop it off.
Well, yeah, and they can just say, oh, this is my opinion, or I think I heard this and that, and, you know, everybody has their ideas. I'm just not interested. Even if it comes out, I'm not really that interested in finding out.
Like,
I mean, if I see it, I might be interested, but I'm not really that interested unless I'm, like, really bored or something and I come across it. Like, I'm going to try to actively...
Like,
you
know there's going to be new legendaries in the
Right.
game. Because it's a brand new game. And they always have new legendaries, which are kind of scary with me since what they did to Palkia.
Which is?
They made his form really bad.
Thought you liked his form.
That's Dialga's. Fucking Palkia looks like a fucking donkey.
Heck yeah.
Fucking jackass. That's what it looks like.
That's what I like.
That's why I chose Palkia Pearl Clan over Diamond Clan, because I wanted Origin Dialga.
And I want the donkey. Mostly
Donkey!
Yeah, mostly because you already picked him.
You can still get them though, and even if which side you choose, you can still get both orbs and change them. But back to my A drive thing, I watched his little reaction video, and he was like,
Sorry to hear that.
Say what?
Sorry to hear that.
About what?
That you watched the video. It's one of my other phrases with, he'll be glad to hear that. Just, yeah.
If you guys haven't seen his reaction video...
Oh, I've got a bunch at home I still need to get to. I'm going to probably get to them next week.
Like, I've seen one view. I know our lighting wasn't very good on the Switch, but it got better at the end. We were having some technical difficulties, but anywho.
Yeah, it'll come.
A Drive was saying in the beginning of the chat that Darkrai and Shaman are coming to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and I have not heard no news about that until I watched it. Then I watched it for myself, and I saw Shaman. I didn't see Darkrai, and I know they're not going to do Darkrai. They should have, but they didn't. They only did Shaman.
So Shaman is an Arceus.
And Diamond and Pearl.
Well, yeah, that's a whole other thing. That just came out. That came out around like the same time with the Direct or whatever. Whether they talked about it or whatever, but that's a totally different thing.
But anywho, everybody thought that. Well, he thought it was a Detective Pikachu because the guy was going up.
Yeah, I remember somebody did say that.
Like, it was going to be like Detective Pikachu 2, which I've never played any of those.
I'd never really seen the first one long enough to even play it. Really.
I kind of thought it was Coliseum because it had the...
Yeah, that'll be the day.
I just saw, like, the middle part.
They're so close to it, though. If they have these shadow type, crap...
Who knows? They might introduce it in Gen 9.
That'd be quite something. Okay, Baylor. Go back to Texas.
Then you have... So, as soon as A-Drive was watching the trailer, he was getting, like, bummed because after the Arceus thing, because everybody was saying it was going to be a DLC, I kind of thought it was going to be a DLC because there would be no point in making another game. They just made 3 games in a row.
In 2 years.
Yeah. And now they're just now coming out with Scarlet and Violet.
Watch them make another game by April.
Yeah.
By next April.
Something to get...
I could see it. I could see
you talking
like
about what they did.
Just something.
Like, you talking about how they did Brilliant and Shining?
I really don't think they're going to make anything close to even...
Something to get you ready for... I can see them doing that.
Yeah, but I don't even think it's going to be like a main series. I think it would be like a spinoff. Like a really spinoff. Like not a Brilliant, not a Arceus, not a Gen 9. So I'm talking like...
Black and white, maybe.
No. I'm saying not like a main series game. I'm saying like a spinoff. Like a mystery dungeon or a ranger or just whatever they come up with. Because those are really the only couple things they've done before is ranger and mystery dungeon. Like Detective Pikachu, like they might make something like that.
What do you think Let's Go?
Let's Go kind of is in a sense a main series in my opinion. Like it is, but it's not. I just don't know that they're going to put that much effort into making another game. They don't need 4 games in 2 years or whatever.
But what I'm saying is, though, dude, is that they did BDSP, and then they revealed the Arceus. That's what I'm saying. They did a main series. So they played
did 2 main series.
Yeah. So they did BDSP, and they had you play it through until the initial release of the actual Pokemon game.
Right. What I'm saying is they're doing this so much, I don't want them to keep making more. They need to slow down, and I'm hoping they don't do that. Because they've already done that, and hopefully they are at the point where it's like, okay, we learned a lesson, we don't want to do that again. But that's probably the complete opposite, and they probably will do it even more. So remember, they only used to make a Pokemon game every 2 to 3 years. I remember that.
And I've already heard people saying about Mega Evolution, guys. I don't.
They keep talking about Megas and Dynamax and all this
And I'm
crap.
like, guys.
They were only in one generation
Yes,
each.
they ain't going to move.
Except for Megas were in Generation 7 as well.
Yes, but then there were Z moves, and I've been hearing that too. And I'm like, Z moves. If they would have continued Megas, they would have continued it. Like, they would have made more. They would have Mega evolved Dialga and Palkia and Giratina.
I mean, I don't really need anything special in my battles and all this.
Like, yeah. I'm okay with
just did the strong and agile style now, too. So.
Yeah, strong style and agile style is, like, really broken in the game.
Next, it'll probably be like a defensive thing. Do you want to boost your special defense or your defense? Or your HP or your speed?
Agile style is the one that can make you move again. Strong style just destroys your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, agile has to do with quickness and movement. So makes logical sense.
Then, now, there could be very many possibilities of the fire starter. There's already firefighting. I mean,
I'm trying to think of types that aren't already. So we don't want fire flying, or at least I don't. Fire flying, firefighting, fire dark. Are those all the types?
I believe so.
What's the new ones type?
Fire and rock.
Fire rock. It's probably all of them then.
Fire and ghost.
That's not a...
Yeah.
It hasn't been a starter though.
But that would just be weird.
Didn't they make something like that?
They made a normal ghost.
I think there's a fire ghost. Yeah, it's Chernobyl.
Oh yeah, that's right. But what we're trying to say is, guys,
kick rocks, you scrubs. That's to the leakers and clickbaiters.
As Dragon Lord said, he don't like clickbaits and all that. I don't really like leakers leaking a bunch of shit, especially movies. That's what really irritates me.
Well, that's the whole idea of the internet and crap, is it ruins everything before everything. Like, everybody has to have everything they want at the moment. They can't wait, this and that, rush to get nowhere, da-da-da-da. And basically, like, every time a movie's announced, then it's trailer here, talk about this, report this is pushed through this is gets all the views and this and that, and then they make it look like it gets views and all that shite. So then everybody sees it, and then if you don't see it, then somebody says something about it, and you hear about it anyways. Just like when I saw I had never even seen Star Wars before, and everybody and their mother spoiled that movie for me. I had heard about it, and I didn't even know anything about Star Wars.
You saw Clone Wars?
I don't think I did. I haven't watched any I never watched any Star Wars up to that point. The 2015 movie, the one where Han Solo.
Yes, but
I never got into it. Like, the first movie I think is terrible. I didn't understand, like, what was the big deal.
Bunch of one-eye symbolism in it.
I'm sure there is.
But anywho, guys, this is just getting out of our heads because it's been stuck in my head for a while about these leakers.
He's way too nice about his rants, I tell you.
Oh, I could be a lot worse.
Oh, I know. Just think I'm
just trying to be
You're being diplomatic about it.
I'm being more appropriate about what I say about people because...
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, but you're just...
There could be kids watching our channel.
Yeah, I'm not even saying about the swearing. I'm just saying in general. You're just like, guys, you need to do better, which that's the professional way to do things,
Like...
type deal.
There's really nothing else to say, but...
I mean, I think we made our point. We kind of went into some different things and said that we didn't like leaking crap and we didn't want to see different things. It's really all there was to say, I guess.
We'll leave with this. This man likes to touch my penis.
Allegedly. That video's awful.